Hey, this is Andrew from AJS Woodworks, and this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to set up your Berkey water purifier system. This is the Big Berkey water purifier system. There are a variety of other sizes. The Big Berkey is 2.25 gallons, which is perfect for a small family. But in this video, I will just be showing how to set it up, and then I'll review it in a later video. So let's get started. Alright, so here I have all of the components that come with the Big Berkey water purification system. You have two chambers, an upper and a lower chamber. You have a knob for your lid, a lid, and this one has two filter elements, a spigot, some spigot washer and nut, two blocking pieces to block the holes in case you don't have all of the filter holes being used with filters. And you have a priming washer, and then you have your rubber base. So those are all the parts, and now we'll get started putting them together. So the first thing you want to do is get your lid handle. There's a small screw and washer on that handle. You just take those off, set them aside, and then you can take your lid and then you'll just feed that screw and washer through, and then just hand tighten the screw until the handle is secure. Then you can set that aside for now. Next, you need to prime your filter elements. So to prime your filter elements, you take your filter and you take your priming washer and you just slide that onto the top. Now that you have the washer on there, that will create a seal with the faucet to keep the water going through the hole in the filter and prime the filter. So let's place it on the head of the faucet and turn on the water very gently. And you're just going to run that for about 5 seconds after it starts sweating on the outside of the filter. So you can see now it's been about 5 seconds that it's been sweating. So I can turn the water off, and you can see that the outside of the filter is sweating, so that means that water is coming out through the filter. So now this filter is done being primed. We just have to rinse off the outside. And that's just going to get any residual dust from the filter element off, and now you can continue on to the next filter. So once your filter is primed, you then take the priming washer off the top, put on the sealing washer, and take your upper chamber, and you know it's the upper chamber because it has the holes in the bottom. Take your upper chamber and take your filter element, and you turn your element upside down, the washer side down, and you put that through the hole in the bottom of your upper chamber. Alright, so now that you have your filters in the holes, I just have two filters. Now you can set it down and go to the bottom of your water filter. And here at the bottom of the filter, you have where you can put on your wing nut. So just turn that onto your filter. Now that I have my filter elements installed completely, you see that I have two empty holes because I only have 2 out of the 4 elements in there. So in that case, you can use your blocking plugs, which they come together like this, but you can undo them. And you just put that plug down through the empty hole and then use the wing nut on the other side. Alright, so now I have both of my blocking plugs installed and my filter elements installed, as you can see. So that's what it should look like. Next, you want to take your lower chamber, which has the hole in the side here, and then take your spigot, which you can get a metal one, and I actually did, but it comes just standard with this plastic spigot, which seems okay, but the stainless steel one would be ideal. So then you just take your washer and put it on to your spigot, and then you can take your other washer and your nut and just feed the spigot through, put the washer on the inside, and then put the nut facing this way onto the inside. and then you'll just tighten that until it's fairly tight, and then as soon as it's getting really tight, you turn the spigot instead of the nut, and you have it fully attached. Now those are all the pieces that we needed to assemble, so now it's just a matter of putting them all together. So we'll start with our rubber base. We'll take our lower chamber and fit it into the rubber base. Alright, so now that we have our lower chamber firmly seated into the rubber base, now we can take our upper chamber and just simply rest it into the lower chamber. And now we can take our lid and place it on top. And there you go. Your Berkey water filter is now set up. You can place it anywhere you'd like. I know that they have a stand that you can put it on that makes it more convenient, so you could put it off to the side on the counter or on the table without it getting close to the edge. But if you don't have a stand for it, then you can just set it on the edge of the counter and just let the spigot hang off so that you can put your drink up to it and fill it up. So there you go. That is how to assemble your Berkey water purification system. I think it's a really good looking system. I'll review it in another video, but for now, if you have any questions about how to assemble it or any questions about the Berkey water purification systems, feel free to let me know. This has just been a short tutorial on how to put one together. So I hope you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching.